Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So don't mind the bummy look right now. I'm actually in the progress of going to the gym. I actually went this morning. I'm going again later on today. So I didn't bother to dress up for this tutorial because I'm only talking about my teeth at this point. So you guys can just focus in this region for today. But yeah, so what we're going to talk about is just my braces and the pros and cons. If you guys have seen in my previous videos how I've come a long way. I've only had these braces on now for about 6 or 7 months, and I have noticed a huge difference so far. If you go in my previous videos till before I even had the braces till now, huge difference, huge. So I'm very excited about the outcome, and it's only been 7 months. I'm going to have these on for it's supposed to be 2 years, and I'm only 7 months in, and I've already seen huge changes that I'm extremely happy with. The parts I hated the most was the spacing in my front teeth and everywhere else around here, which is what she's working on right now. The 4 front teeth is what she's working on right now, and those were my problem areas because there'd be 2 spaces here, and then my space here, and then there's too much spacing. I guess what we're going to talk about is the pros and cons of my braces journey and experience. My cons are that food gets stuck in your braces constantly, to the point like if you're not around a mirror and you eat and you want to talk to somebody, you better be prepared for some embarrassment because there's going to be something in there, something. So when you just put them on, it can be very excruciating. I could be over exaggerating because I have low tolerance to pain, but it was painful for the first 4 weeks. It was, oh my gosh, it felt like somebody just took my teeth and somebody just took my mouth and just punched me in my mouth. And it was crazy how much pain. I didn't think, when she said it's gonna hurt, it's like, how bad could it be, really? The next day, ridiculous. I literally had to be on a liquid diet for a whole month, and that's because I couldn't handle it. I don't know how long it took anybody else, but for the whole month, I could not eat solid foods. Anything I tried to eat, whether it be bread, anything, it hurt. That is the biggest con I could give you guys about having braces. That's the biggest one. Like, if you're planning on going anywhere in particular and you want to put braces on, I suggest you hold off because you're not going to be able to eat. Nothing at all. The constant brushing, that's another thing. I brushed so much because they said if you don't brush often, you can get something like a black scar or dots on your teeth that's permanent. And I was terrified. And that's from eating and not brushing. I was terrified. So I brushed like every second, and I gave myself a canker sore on my gums. So it's not that necessary to brush as often, the orthodontist said. Sometimes even just rinsing with mouthwash is just as good, as long as you get everything out. Flossing is another thing that needs to be done on a constant basis as well. And because I had so much spacings, flossing was never my go-to. I never had to. I had a lot of spacing. There's nothing to floss. Nothing would be there. So now that everything's closing up, I do have to get used to flossing now on a regular basis. So I guess I can call that as a con because that's something I never had to do before. So the pros of having braces is the confidence that I'm noticing I'm getting now that I have the braces on. My mouth is so dry. I need something. I don't want to go. Whatever. So what I've noticed so far with having my braces is my confidence level has definitely improved. I've noticed, before we get into that, my whole life I have wanted braces. It's not that my family or my dad, because he was the main breadwinner of the family, and it's not that he couldn't afford it because he works for the biggest car company in the country. But it just didn't happen. I'm guessing no one felt I needed it. Even to this day, a lot of people ask me, why did I get it? You didn't need it. So I'm guessing they felt I didn't need it. Even my mom to this day is like, you hated your teeth all this time? So it's like, are you kidding me? Like, is no one else looking in my mouth but me? So I'm guessing no one ever felt I needed it, so it was never done. And I believe that's a big factor on how how my speech came along, because I was ashamed of my smile and my teeth. I would speak as low as I possibly could, so my mouth didn't have to open as wide. And I think because of that, I developed a bad speaking habit. I spoke or speak, I'm learning now, I speak or spoke very low. I don't open my mouth as much. So because I'm not opening my mouth as much, I'm not pronouncing words properly. And I did come to that conclusion now that I'm getting more confident. I'm noticing I'm opening my mouth a lot more to pronounce words properly, right? So because I was ashamed of my mouth, I would talk enough where my mouth wouldn't open, like right now. See, I'm doing it right now. I would talk enough where my mouth wouldn't open all the way so you wouldn't have to see my teeth. Now I am smiling a lot. I'm opening my mouth when I talk. So that is what I noticed since I have experienced these braces now for this last 7 months, that now that I am more confident with my mouth, I'm able to pronounce and speak a lot better. And because of that, I actually feel that I have to relearn how to speak, because even when I didn't have the braces, because I had so much spacing, a lot more air could go through my teeth without me having to open my mouth at all, because I could get things out because the air is coming through my teeth. But when you don't have spacing, it's a little harder because there's not enough air that's going through the teeth, right? I don't know if it makes sense to you guys. It makes sense to me because I've experienced it. So now that that's happening, I notice I have to open my mouth and use my tongue a lot more now, because now there is no air going through my teeth to pronounce anything. Now I actually have to use my tongue to pronounce. Another con is your speech can change. It constantly, especially when I just got it in, it just sounds like you have something in your mouth. And in the cartoons you always hear those characters with the braces on, and it just sounds like that sound. Exactly what I hear when I speak. It just sounds like a whole bunch of it's it's very irritating. But after a while, you get used to it. It's hard to pronounce some words sometimes because all of this is in your mouth. It gets easier over time because you learn that you have to open your mouth a lot more than needed just to get certain pronunciations out of there. So that is my experience. So I am so glad that I took the jump or the leap to get these braces on. I figured, it's too late now. There's no point. I've gone through it this long. It's not like, no one's not finding me attractive. But once you're watching TV and the first thing you look at is someone's teeth and you're like, oh my God, I wish I had teeth like that. Something's wrong. So I'm just so excited for the end results of this journey, because when I'm done, my reward is going to be teeth whitening, like professionally with the dentist. That is going to be my reward. And I am so excited, guys. So I have been taking pictures along the way to see the progress, and I will be showing you guys that as well. And I will continue bringing you guys on my journey. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was my kind of own insecurity. Not a lot of people knew that I was insecure about my teeth. My mom is still shocked to this day. And she actually just found out that my brothers and my sister actually have the same issues. They don't like their smile either. And she's just in shock. So I'm hoping that my journey, actually helps someone, get some of the courage to take the leap. No matter how old you are, I don't care. People say, I think braces is a new thing. A lot of adults are getting braces. So my orthodontist says. So it's never too late. You guys can fix your teeth at any time. If it's something that you just want to get done, get it done. Do your research. There's dentists that will do down payments. There's insurances that will do down payments. So just look out for it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will continue making videos on my journey so you guys can see my results, because I am so excited. And that's what my mother said. She said, you better start smiling now that you have braces on and your teeth are fixed. And I said, I will not have any problems. I smile now with my braces on, so can you imagine when they're off? So I'm excited, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.